What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my melanated family? Y'all already know who it is, man. Hey, hope y'all been a blessed rest of y'all day. And hey, the sun is out, the wind is blowing, the birds are chirping. Wherever you at, wherever my melanated people at, y'all already know. Y'all across the globe, we everywhere. So today's teaching: planting a seed in timing. Planting a seed in timing. We got to know what's going on. Planting. When you plant something, you put the seed in the ground. You put the water on it. It takes time for the seed to grow. Take the seed, grows up, wherever it is. It might be a fruit tree, wherever tree it is. Also, I could plant something in your mind. I can plant a positive thought. I can plant a negative thought into your mind. Positive, negative is always in here. You can be around certain people that are planting things in our minds on a daily basis, whether we are. Be careful what you ask for. Sorry about that. Be careful who you transferring with. They're planting a seed, whether it be good or evil. So we're gonna go to the 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 10, and it states, "Now he that ministers seed to the sower, both minister bread for your food, and multiply your seed sown, and increase the fruits of your righteousness." Sown good seed in good ground. So let's go to Zechariah 8 and 12. You're going to go to the book of Zechariah 8 and verse 12. And it's a whole bunch of scriptures, so I ain't getting into all of them, because it's a lot. Zechariah 8 and verse 12. "For the seed shall be prosperous, the vine shall give her fruit, and the ground shall give her increase, and the heavens shall give their due. I will cause the raiment of this people to possess all these things, and it shall come to pass, that as ye were a curse among the heathen, O house of Judah, in the house of Israel, so will I save you, and ye shall be a blessing. For fear not, but let your hands be strong." Let your hands be strong, my melanated people. Most High got us, but we gotta be doing our part. We gotta be planting good seeds in good ground, planting righteous things among our people, and root up the mindset that we have. Root up them generational curses. Root up, and with fire come against every generational curse that tries to plague. Got to root that up, because you're planting that seed, and the enemy is going to try to fight you each and every way of your life in every category. That's trying to stop you from your purpose that the Most High has put you here in this life. Planting seed in good ground. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 6. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 6. "I have planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase." Look, I'm going to read it again so we can get clear. "I planted, Apollos watered, and God gave the increase." Some plant, some water, but so whenever you giving wisdom and knowledge to somebody, one might plant. You not be able to reach that person, but you're planting. The other one might reach him, but so they give him the water. They give him the spiritual, and you give him the physical, and the Most High is bringing everything in together into your family, and also into yourself. Sowing seed, which is the word, equals the knowledge, equals the wealth, equals the mathematics and the spiritual wisdom and knowledge and numbers into you, so you can plant another seed in good ground when you come across a brother or sister. So just know that when everything that you doing in life, you're planting a seed. It determines when you keep doing what's right, that seed is gonna harvest righteousness. When you're planting a seed of negativity or iniquity, it's also you got to reap that as well. So let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 9. Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 9. Thou shalt not sow thy vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of thy seed which thou hast sown, the fruit of thy vineyard, be defiled. Let's get it. We're gonna get some more in. We're gonna get it. Then we gotta be patient now. So Ecclesiastes 11 verse 6. In the morning sow thy seed, and in the evening withhold not thine hand. For thou knowest not whether shall prosper either this or that, or whether they both shall be alike good. Let's go to verse 8. Truly the light is sweet, and a pleasant thing is for the eyes to behold the sun. But if a man live many years and rejoice in them all, let him remember the days of darkness, for they shall be many, all that cometh in vanity. See, a lot of times that the Most High don't want us to be. You got to be planted in good seed, but He also wants you to know the both sides. That's what, like, when you sowing tares, and then when you planting a righteous, you always gonna have conflict. Cause the enemy want to keep us where we having to go through all these, want to have problems, want to bring division within the family, want us to be out here just watching all these different TV shows that's planting negativity within ourselves, and also when we get around other people, it keeps us divided amongst each other, and don't even know that brings a division within the family, and plus as us as a people. Like, for example, how you ever just came across somebody that you don't even know who this person is, and they looking at you with a negativity? See, that's a planet with a negative thought, with hatred, wrath, and envy. Like, you don't even know me, but see that's the enemy planting things in your mind that's not even real. Want to keep bringing this division within the melanated family. We already know throughout history what they did, what they trying to do. I ain't got to explain it. Let's see. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 7. I probably read, but I want to read it again. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So then, 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 7. So then, neither is he that planted anything, neither he that watered, but the Most High giveth the increase. See, the Most High is going to increase it. A lot of times what we try to do is, where I notice with a lot of people that has a lot of wisdom and knowledge, they trying to force. You can't force anything. You just tell them you plant, the other brother water or the other sister plant a water, but the Most High is going to give the increase. You don't pressure it. You talk to them. You show them, hey, that's it. But you doing something. You're planting that seed. But the Most High gonna deal with them. The Most High got them. It's in timing and everything as well within planting the seed. So let's go to Matthew chapter 13, verse 37. Matthew chapter 13, verse 37. He answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. I'm gonna drop down a little bit. See, like that's, I'm gonna read it again so we can get so we can see what Yahweh Shah is talking about. Christ is talking about the Christ consciousness, rise to the God self. He answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. Verse 38. The field is the world, and the good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that soweth them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burnt in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of the kingdom of all things that offend in them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire, and they shall be a wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father, who had ears to hear, and let them hear. When you sowing the good seed in good ground, you are the Son of Man. You are a son or a daughter of the Most High. You see? But if you out here sowing wickedness, doing wicked things, the Most High is not playing. The Most High is not pleased. Because everything is brought into judgment. Everything, whether it be good or evil. I say it all the time. It seems like our people is not getting it. So the Most High had to put that fire. Had to get that spiritual belt on a lot of us out here. You don't want to line up. I'm just not all of us. We know what the Most High expects that we need to be doing. But for the ones, they don't want to line up. They want to do what everybody else doing on this third dimensional plane, calling everybody crazy, doing a lot of cloud chasing, want to be being messy. You planting negativity in people. You trying to bring negativity in people's life and don't even know you're being used by the enemy. Just know that fire, once that fire hit, that spiritual bell hit, hey, return the sender. Because you planting the seed, now it's coming back. If what you sown in somebody else, you trying to bring negativity to somebody else's life, it's coming right back to you. But it ain't going to be pretty. I'm just saying. It's best to stay on that righteous side with the Most High, planting that good seed in good ground. A lot of times it may take longer. But see, the thing of why the most, like, people run, let me get that real quick. Isaiah 55 verse 8. Isaiah 55 verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways not neither let me start, excuse me. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither your ways my ways, said the Most High. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. I'm gonna read down the verse 11. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returning it not thither, but the water of the earth, and making it bring forth the bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, and it shall return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent. Verse 12. For ye shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth before you into singing, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. But watch 13. Instead of the thorn shall come up the fir tree, instead of their briar shall come up the myrtle tree. And it shall be to the Most High for a name, and an everlasting sign that shall not be cut off. Meaning this, the Most High has timing. The Most High has specific timing. He want us to get right, want us to get wisdom and knowledge. Yeah, we might go through hell. Yeah, we may need to go through these tests, but it's to grow us, to show us where we need to be at, where our weaknesses at, what generational curses that we need to be breaking, what type of spirits that we need to be coming against on a daily basis. Because the enemy, but see, this is what the enemy gonna do. Want to plant negativity. Once you plant on this third dimensional plane that's not even real, but you still not happy. You still got heartache. You still got problems in your home, but yet you supposedly got all these materialistic things, but you still arguing with your spouse. You still arguing with family. Just cause somebody got a lot of all these materialistic things, at the end of the day it don't matter. Cause it's only for a time, it's only for a season, it's only for a moment. Wisdom and knowledge is more precious than silver and gold. So don't let what the enemy in the spiritual and in the physical trying to make it seem that that what you doing, like the Most High, why the Most High ain't doing in our life this, that, and the third. No, it's about timing. We gotta line up. We gotta plant that. We gotta plant our feet in good ground and get the right knowledge, the right teaching of what we need to be doing as melanated people. Cause we're planted, but we're planted with all kind of stuff like religion, this, that, and the third, and then it brings confusion. See, the enemy want to keep us divided. See, that's where the tares come in. Wanting to bring separation with the Most High is about family. But everybody's about family, but also everybody has a planted in a position that they're in that we need to know as a family unit in our communities, in our families, as in our immediate families, as father, mother, child. See, the enemy don't want that. See, the enemy gonna try to have it, well, get the man out the house. So you already see that's planted. Then the tree is not gonna get set right. The tree is gonna be waving. The seed gonna be everywhere. Then you got heartache. You got fear. You got then all kind of stuff that's going on. That's planted in negativity seed that's been hitting our communities, and we are not acknowledging that. That's a generational curse that we got to break. Be like, know what? I'm planting righteousness in this house. I'm coming against division. I'm coming against fear. I break every generational curse from everything in our lives. We gotta break it. But first we got to acknowledge it. A lot of times we don't want to acknowledge these things that's plaguing us as a people because we don't want to seem crazy. And a lot of times we just don't know. Like I said last week, that a lot of times in our families, you can be planted. Somebody may have a generational curse of going to prison. That's planting a negative seed right there. Planting beating, brothers beating women, or vice versa. Those are seeds that are planted. That was, we already know. Go way back years ago. We already know. I ain't got to say it. Those are things that we gotta break. The Most High is not going to do it unless we come forth and acknowledge that we are the children and sons and daughters of our melanated Creator. That our ancestors that they left everything here for us that we need to be doing. We are not materialistic people. We are a spiritual people. And they know this. That's why they keep bombarding us with having the flyest car, having the most money, having the highest paying job, this, that, and the third. It don't even end, you're not really happy. You know what I'm saying? Now it's one thing when you going through things in life. The Most High, it's one thing when the Most High bless you with that. But it's another thing when the enemy just give you that out of ignorance. See, the Most High want us to have wisdom and knowledge. Want us to know about mathematics. Want us to know everything before we just do anything in life. Before we just plant our foot or plant anything that we need to be doing. Wisdom and knowledge and understanding. All that getting, get an understanding. We have to acknowledge these things. You know what I'm saying? I want to read I want to go back to let's see. Matthew 13. Matthew chapter 13, and I'm going to read verse 1 down to, whenever I want to stop. The same day when Yahushua, out of the house and sat by the seaside, and the great multitudes were gathered together with him, so that he went into the ship and sat. The whole multitude stood on the shore, and he spake many things unto them in parables. Remember, parables. It's a story with a spiritual meaning. He about to drop them jewels on them. He about to give them the higher knowledge, the higher realms of knowledge. Behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. And some fell upon the stony places where they had not much earth. And forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of the earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had not root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But others fell into good ground, and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. See there? Some with the thorns. Some of our people, a lot of our people, we are mixed up. We are choked with a lot of religion, choked up with this educational, with a lot of this stuff we've been misled on, choked up in the mind. Those are the seeds that's planted us up here. Planted. Enemy want to choke us. Want to keep us depressed. Want to choke us with heaviness in our life. Want to choke us with having fear. Want to choke us and not want to break. Don't want us to break out of that, these mentalities, these cycles. That was going on in our community. Don't want us to break that. Then that brings confusion. And it said the others didn't know. They was by the wayside. They didn't know. That's the ones that have an animalistic mentality. They don't care. They out here, they just don't know. Having a brain division within the family, don't know what's going on. Just existing in life. Don't have nobody to guide them, lead them in direction in righteousness. Knowing about the balancing things in life. And with the other ones, they was playing it righteous. You get the right teaching, the right knowledge, the right understanding. Then you go to the ones where playing in the Most High that go to the other ones and you bring them out. You lead and guide. Most High will lead and guide you in all the steps in the way of your life. Lead by example, and people will see that, hey, that's something different about that. That's something different about that young guard right there, or that young goddess. It's something about them, but they don't know how you moving and how you talking and how you explaining it to them, dropping jewels off of the higher realms of knowledge that the Most High planted in you, and all you doing is planting the seed of that, or you watering. But the Most High is building. It's building that tree. It's building that stone block into them in those individual lives. It's showing them. It's getting that veil off their face, breaking them codes, them old generational curses, all them plaguing, all them demonic forces that's plaguing them, why they can't succeed in life. Why you're playing, don't even know why you here. And then we want to Genesis chapter 8 verse 22, excuse me. Genesis chapter 8 verse 22. While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, in cold and heat, in summer and winter, in the day and night shall not cease. See how it's seed time. Seed time is planting. That's how the Most High do, is planting wisdom and knowledge in everything. It's a cycle. It's a water cycle. It's a cycle. Hey, the enemy want to keep us depressed, want to keep us planting these seeds of iniquity, of unrighteousness, of confusion in our minds. They want to kill us. They killing us with the food. They killing us with TV. They killing us with religion. They killing us with all this, with a lot, just everything. The enemy want to kill us up here. Because the mind, the spirit and the mind, once that's gone, the body follows. But when you plant that good seed with the righteousness of the Most High, hey, everything lines up. They want you to be an animalistic nature. The enemy wants you to be out here conquering and terrorizing somebody else that you don't even know. Just killing for no reason. No, you have the power and authority. You got to get the right teachings and the right knowledge and the right understanding. They come out of that. But we have to know and acknowledge that, look, the enemy is wanting to plague us, trying to fight war with us daily. This is a spiritual or energy fight daily, positive and negative, evil, good and evil, righteous and unrighteous. This is a battle every day. We have to acknowledge that. We need to stop having fear, this low life mentality, this old, that old hound dog mentality, and having that, bringing that, like, man, come against that. Feeling down all the time. Y'all have the power and authority to do that. The Most High say, I gave you wisdom and knowledge in all things of life. We have to acknowledge that. That's planting something that's already in you. Educate those means to bring out. You're already in you. Like I said, a lot of us don't know. But when you bring this knowledge to a lot of, just our people. Some might receive it, some might be, you never know. But the Most High is, many are called, but few are chosen. The Most High want us, want our people to be successful, but not in material. Always up here. You get this right, you get into the spiritual up here, hey, everything is glorious. But when you don't, and the enemy want to fight us on the daily because they know how powerful we really are. Spiritual and in the physical. So we gotta rise up and take our authority and plant that in our communities, plant it concerning our lives, and plant it into our family. We have to do it. Nobody else is not going to do it. The church ain't going to do it. These camps ain't going to do it. Nobody else is going to do it until we line up with the Most High. And once you move, He move. It's just like that. And they would Ludacris say, when you move, I move. It's just like that. You planting, you working, you sowing that water, you planting that water. Most High's giving the increase right there. Wanting to flush out all that negativity in your life. And look, it's watching. It's being documented. Whether be on one of, like on the temples, they got it documented. I'm gonna have to show that picture one day. One day I'm gonna do one on judgment. Now I'm gonna show y'all what it's like when the spiritual realm. I'm telling you that from an individual standpoint, be wondering why a lot of things plague us, like why we can't get far enough. Yeah, everything is, they try to, we understand that. Just know it's a spiritual battle. A lot of us got generational curses on us and we don't even know it. We have to acknowledge that and come again and get the wisdom and knowledge and to come against that on a daily basis. Then you're planning, you're working. And the enemy is going to try to fight. It's going to retaliation. You come against that spirit of retaliation. You come against that spirit of fear. You coming against wrath and anxiety and depression that's trying to plague your life. I'm telling y'all would, man, I want to get some more real quick. Isaiah, we're gonna hear about Isaiah. Let's see what Isaiah chapter 5 verse 7. And now go to, and I will tell you, will do in my vineyard. I will take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof, and it shall be trodden down. See there? Time to do some cleaning up, cleaning house. Most I want to do some slam dunking out here. Want to bring that fire, that eternal fire, that spiritual fire, and cleanse out all that negativity in your life. People trying to get fly, trying to do something to you. They trying to block your way of life. Return right back to sender by fire. You plant that seed. You speak that word. Return right back to sender with the fiery darts. Don't let what the enemy trying to put in your head, what people say, those are seeds they trying to play in your life. Whether you be playing football, you a bodybuilder, you a scholar, you are anything, hairstylist, whatever. Don't let the enemy try to block your ways of life because I'm telling you, we see it every day. Don't look at people, look at the spiritual. Read that energy. The Most High shows you. The Ruach, the Holy Spirit, or the Shakem will show you in the ways of the enemy. Don't be ignorant of Satan's devices. They will try to do or say anything to try to stop your way of life. You have that power and authority to come against what they trying to do in your life. And look, you have the power. You're a righteous person. A righteous person means that you following the ways of the Most High, being obedient. You love your brother. You love your sister as you love the Most High. A lot of times with our people, we have a problem with, we think that we can love the Most High, but you can hate your brother. Like, no. It's not going down like that. Not over here. We love our people. We come against every negative thought that tries to come to our mind on a daily basis. And we are rooting that by fire. You have the power. You have the power and authority to do that. And then go to the Most High and everything is let thy done be done on earth as it is in heaven, as it is in the cosmos. By fire. By fire. Keep saying that. I'm telling you. You come against that spiritually and get some wisdom and knowledge. I'm telling you. Now, we got into, I ain't want to read all the scriptures, but I ain't want to be too long. Then we're going to get some, y'all already know my book by T.C. Carey. It's a brother right here, The Secret Science and Black and Female Sex. And the brother brings out that talking about how, like in this part of the book, that how we gotta pay attention See how like the numbers are. Knowing about like how what does the numbers mean, what the mathematics mean. So we have to pay attention to time. Time and seasons. Like this here. This is what the brother says in here. Pay attention to addresses, phone numbers, receipts, and number signs. See how most I'll show you signs and symbols. Anything that displays a numerical value holds within it a piece of the puzzle to your past, present, and future. Be aware of TV and radio channels, for these hold certain frequencies to enhance your suppress certain behaviors. Pay attention to the time, and you will see patterns that you thought were irrelevant because you never paid attention to them. See how the enemy don't want us to pay attention. Want us to be ignorant. But we're not ignorant because the Most High showed us. This is the science of our ancestors, ours, the melanated. This is another key to unlocking the mystery that we call life. This is where our freedom dwells. Numbers can be used to control and manipulate behavior as well as help one to understand the past, present, and future. Use the science of numerology or the mathematics, that's what they have in here, for your best interest instead of the science being used against you. Don't let I'm telling you, everything is here. Now we're about to get into the mathematics. Number one. This is where the number one. Symbol of unity of one. I'm going to read it again, excuse me. Symbol of unity of the one life force that permeates all things. The state of being first and foremost. It represents the beginning. It represents the one. Hidden life force that flows through all things. It is the energy that always was and always be. See how the Most High wants to be one, lined up within. Now we're gonna get into the number two. The number two, the number of division, is the first number that can be divided unto self. Man has two natures, human and divine. The number represents separation and division. It represents male and female, or the yin and yang. It represents the opposite ends of the same thing, hot and cold, high and low, or good versus evil. Both. Knowing our positions in life, masculine and feminine energy, positive and negative. You know what I mean? We got to know these things. Number three, divine perfection. Represents the Holy Trinity, Mother, Father, Holy Spirit, and the Son. Is the necessary three dimensions for physicality. It represents the mind, body, and soul. The past, present, and future. Or time, space, and matter. The three qualities of the universe are solid, liquid, gas. It represents the length, width, and depth, the third dimensional plane, to exist in the physical realm. All three states are required. This number promotes the idea that everything is made of three parts. When you the sets is down in the basic core. Yahusha rose on the third day. Resurrection for new life needs to incorporate the three in order to manifest into the physical dimension. See that's facts. We got like I said, we got to acknowledge and come against these negative things that try to that's plaguing us on the daily basis. Hit them boogers. Hit it hard. Like Sonny Liston. Like Sonny Liston, Mike Tyson, Jack Johnson, Muhammad Ali. Don't be no wimp. Don't be no punk. No, we soldiers. The Most High want a soldier out here. Want a soldier out here make showing what you're working with out there. Planting that seed and planting that righteous seed in good ground. This can be the last one, number 4. The number of creation represents by the north, south, east, and west, and the 4 winds. It is represented by the 4 seasons of winter, spring, summer, and fall. In the Bible, the 4th commandment refers to the earth. The 4th clause of the Lord's law also mentions the earth, one earth, as it is in heaven. You have the power and authority. Peace and love, keeping melanated, coming against the enemy on a daily basis that's trying to plague your life, and where anybody that's trying to say negativity or the thoughts that's trying to be into your head, come against it by fire. And you call in that positive energy, that love, joy, and peace, wisdom, and knowledge. That anything will not attack this temple by fire. When you shoot them fiery darts back to whoever trying to send negative energy to you and your family. Peace and love, keep it melanated. Remember, by fire.